I'm here to talk to you about, I'm right in the middle of between students. That's why there's like amplifiers behind me and stuff. I'm at work. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you about making your own luck. And I strongly believe that you make your own luck, that people just don't get randomly lucky. Okay, so my son was a couple weeks ago, one of his teachers, professors at college, at school, said, hey, there's a job that I think you'd be really good for. I think it would be great. You'd be a perfect match. When it's posted, I'm going to let you know. I'll send you all the info. Now, this is a guy, my son just graduated high school, and this is his first semester at college. And it's one teacher in his one class. And this teacher only knows my son from class, from however many kids are in this class. And that's it. Once a week in a lecture hall, and that's it. So he really doesn't know my son. But he said that to my son, he said, you're a good worker, you're a hard worker, you're a nice person, you're responsible. Like, everything I see about you, I want to recommend you for this job. So anyway, the job got posted and he sent all the info, and it was a full-time job, and it was for a decent amount of money. I was shocked for a kid that doesn't even have his driver's license. Like, he hadn't even at the point when the professor said, I'm going to send you this a few weeks ago, my son hadn't even finished his first semester at college. So I was shocked, and we discussed it and felt that we didn't think it would be a good match for my son. There was some things in it, like he had to do budgets and he had to do things like that, and he needed to have experience, and he needed to a college degree was preferable, and a lot of things that were like, you're gonna have to drop out of school to do this. Like, I don't think this works. And my son was, not thrilled with it, because the big thing was he felt like that this is an opportunity, and what happens if he doesn't seize the opportunity? So I told him, I said, okay, now hold on. Because he's working part-time at a bunch of places. Where did you get this job? Well, a teacher at in high school, said, hey, do you want to do this stuff? And I did it. And I did well enough that then they said, hey, we want to actually hire you to do stuff. Not the teacher, the people that actually run it. Okay, how did you get this job here? Well, somebody at the first job said, hey, I also work over here, and you're a good worker and easy to get along with and know your stuff, so would you like to work over there? Okay, and how did you get this job over here? Well, from the same guy that recommended me for the second job, from the first job, recommended me for the third. Like, right, exactly. You're doing all of the things that are allowing you all of these opportunities, okay? So you have this job that would be full-time, bam, handed to you. Okay, he had to send in a resume, he had to interview, so it wasn't like a slam dunk, you have the job. But you have this opportunity. But in the last 2 years, you've had opportunities that you've turned down because you have too many opportunities. Okay, that's not luck. That's making your own luck. Okay, I have been playing bass live for with Joe Stump's band for, I don't even know, 12 years, something like that, a long time. I've had the opportunity to tour the U.S. from Maine all the way to California. We've toured the Midwest. We've played down south. Toured Canada. I have traveled with him to Europe, to the UK. Like, I mean, all kinds of crazy, crazy things that I've done with him that are amazing. And the thing that really sticks in my head, he once said to me, you know, I know tons of bass players, and I'm a guitar player. I'm not even a, you know, I play bass, but I think of myself as a guitar player, but I can play bass, obviously, adequately. But he said, you know, I could get all these people to play bass for me, whatever, but you know, I'm going to be stuck in a truck driving across country for 12, 16 hours in a day, you know, and you're a cool guy. Like, we can hang and we can chat and it would be fun. So he knew me, knew what I was like, and I'm a nice person and I'm polite and I'm thoughtful and I like to think I'm kind of funny and I like to think I'm a little interesting. And he said, like, so that's, you know, it was like a no-brainer. Like, I'm gonna ask Joe. And there I am. I've now been playing bass with him live for a long, long, long time, many, many, many shows. And all because I met him. I actually, the first time I really met him, I went to see the band Rainbow play and brought one of Joe's CD covers because I knew he'd be there, and I figured, like, I'm a big fan, I'm going to have him sign a CD cover to me. Why not? So I went up to him and I'm like, excuse me, you're Joe Stump, right? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, hey, would you mind signing your CD? And he, like, laughed and he's like, what, do you just carry these around? And I said, well, I knew you'd be here, it's Rainbow. And he's like, well, yeah, of course. So at any rate, you know, I did that. Okay, that wasn't really luck. I knew where he was going to be. Okay, I'm a fan. So we kind of ended up crossing paths and keeping in contact or whatever. And it sort of went from there. But every step of the way, it wasn't luck. It was things that I did that I put into place that then panned out. Okay, you make your own luck. It's really as simple as that. I always try to live by always do the right thing, help people if you can, and whatever happens, I don't want it to be my fault. Okay, so if something happens, if I'm in a car accident, I don't want it to be because I was reading a text or something, you know. So I wouldn't do that. If there's a car accident, I don't ever want it to be my fault. If anything happens, if anything bad happens, I don't ever want it to be my fault. Okay? If anything good happens, I always want it to be my fault. I did something that placed things in order in certain spots that then made the luck happen. And it's as simple as that. So you make your own luck. Okay? Granted, sometimes, you know, you're in the right place at the right time, whatever. But really, isn't it everything that you sort of put into place that led you to being in the right place at the right time? You make your own luck. So go out there and make some luck. And subscribe and comment and all of that. And share my videos.